delusional fan base that follows her disrespected the WNBA players by saying she's going to go in that league and
Geno Auriemma once dismissed Caitlin Clark's fans as delusional, but now the WNBA star is proving everyone wrong. Breaking 62 records, earning Rookie of the Year, and becoming the first rookie in 16 years on the All-WNBA first team, she's got more than just fans in her corner now.
There are actually odds on she's third or fourth in betting odds on being MVP of the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bad name. Okay, so the kid was set up for failure right from...
Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever's new head coach, just made headlines with her glowing remarks about Caitlin Clark, a stark contrast to Geno Auriemma's past criticisms. White's praise paints such a different picture of Clark that you'd think they're discussing two different players. Stay tuned as we reveal what White said that has everyone talking, along with key offseason priorities she and Clark are tackling to dominate next season. Geno's comments? Aging like milk.
WNBA player, and believe me, I've coached the best, and I've pissed them off a lot, and they let me know about it. But they were tremendously disrespected. And none of them are going to say it, but human nature is, okay, this kid's coming into the league.
Imagine June 2024. Geno Auriemma, UConn's legendary coach, stirs the basketball world with sharp criticism of Caitlin Clark. Known for his bluntness, he claims Clark isn't built for the WNBA's physical demands. His words send shockwaves through the sports world, sparking intense debate and media frenzy.
This kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie.
Is the legendary women's college basketball coach Geno Auriemma right? Has he spotted something everyone else missed? The tension is palpable as fans, analysts, and players hold their breath. But then, game after game, Caitlin Clark silences the doubts. Her assists stack up like mountains, her shots land with laser precision, and she rewrites the record books in real time. With each game, the tension rises. How far can Clark go? Doubters grow quiet, believers grow louder, and Clark doesn't just compete. She dominates.
The difference between great players and phenomenons. No one ever said Caitlin Clark wasn't... no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenons, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn. So I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime.
As the season unfolds, Auriemma's words age like milk in the sun. Caitlin Clark doesn't just break a few records, she obliterates 62 WNBA records in her rookie year. 62. The number feels almost unreal, yet it's undeniably true and nothing short of spectacular.
Diana said it best. This kid's in for a rude awakening.
Remember when Geno Auriemma called Caitlin Clark's fans delusional? Those same fans are now watching her dominate the WNBA, breaking records left and right. It's no longer delusion. This is reality, and her name is Caitlin Clark. But her story is far from over. Enter Stephanie White, the Indiana Fever's new head coach, ready to write the next chapter in Clark's incredible journey. White isn't just impressed by Clark's performance. She has a vision, a plan to elevate her game to even greater heights. Clark hasn't just proven she belongs in the league, she's proven she can dominate it. Curious about White's glowing praise for Clark? It's about to make Auriemma's comments look even colder.
She's a great player. She's a high IQ player. She adjusted really quickly to this league. Unbelievably quick to this league. And now it's about becoming not just a great player, but becoming a great leader for this team so that we can win not just a championship, but championships. And what does that...
Remember when doubters claimed Caitlin Clark couldn't handle the WNBA? Stephanie White isn't just proving them wrong. She's reshaping the narrative. How do you elevate a record-breaking rookie? White's strategy is nothing short of inspiring. As she steps up to the mic, the basketball world leans in. Her message goes beyond wins. It's a bold, ambitious vision for the Fever's future, laser-focused on unlocking Clark's limitless potential and taking her game to unparalleled heights. White
want our players to use their instincts and to play free. You know, we want to make plays, not run plays, right? We want to have sets that give us certain spacing that we want, depending upon our rotations, who's on the floor, who we want to attack, what matchups we want to get to, how can we manipulate them. So we'll have certain play calls that just give us space to operate. And then whichever play we make, whichever pass we make determines, one of three actions that our players can read from. And so really giving them the freedom to play with
Its vision for Clark and the Fever in 2025 goes beyond breaking records. It's about revolutionizing the game. She drops a bombshell that has everyone talking. We want to make plays, not run plays. It's a simple statement, yet revolutionary. White's approach contrasts sharply with the rigid, by-the-book style of coaches like Auriemma, giving her players the freedom to create within a system, an exciting new direction for the team.
So now, if Caitlin Clark played for Geno, would he let her shoot logo threes?
Should I answer that?
Go ahead.
Hell no.
Okay.
Like, he didn't even let us dribble. Like,
Not the iPad
we were playing triangle, pass, screen away, pinch post.
I bet we came off five.
White explains, "We'll set up play calls that create space, and from there, the pass we make will dictate one of three actions our players can read and respond to."
those coaches that is going to be set in her ways, not one of those coaches that that isn't, I'm willing to try new.
How will this new approach elevate Clark's game? The anticipation is growing. Clark has already proven she can dominate within a traditional system, but with this newfound freedom, the possibilities are endless. White isn't just focused on X's and O's. She's engaging Clark in discussions about basketball on a global scale.
Your approach when you're coaching greatness like that?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, just talking basketball, right? Just having general basketball conversations about what she's watching, what she likes, what are some of the things that what are some of her thoughts from, not just what the Indiana Fever have done, but from the game of basketball.
Open communication is at the heart of White's strategy. She's not just telling Clark what to do, she's actively listening, learning, and collaborating with her. White shares, "I've talked to her about how we can use her to be more efficient, more effective, and ultimately make the team better." This approach goes beyond developing Clark into a great player. White is shaping her into a great leader. By nurturing Clark's high basketball IQ, White is helping her see the game from fresh perspectives. White's confidence in Clark is evident. She's a great player, a high IQ player, and she's adapted quickly to the league.
A player that can throw the ball ahead on the break better than her. Or him. Anyone. I had Isaiah, I had Hall of Fame point guard. Never anyone better than her. I also think that, like a lot of my great point guards, Hall of Famers, she could play off the ball so well because she knows how to move without the ball, and it wouldn't tire.
The contrast between White's supportive approach and Auriemma's skepticism is striking. While Auriemma questioned Clark's ability to adjust, White is embracing and building upon her adaptability, using it to transform the team. This isn't just about silencing the critics, it's about setting a new benchmark for women's basketball. Heading into the 2025 season, it's clear. With White's innovative coaching and Clark's extraordinary talent, the Indiana Fever aren't simply playing basketball, they're redefining it. So what exactly are White and Clark collaborating on to make this vision a reality?
Caitlin Clark when she was in the 8th grade when I was at Vanderbilt.
How about
And then I called a lot of her games in college when she was at Iowa. And so I've really watched her continue to learn and grow, and I have great relationships with her college coaches and had multiple conversations with them throughout the course of her career about what the next steps would be, right? And what the next.
Caitlin Clark's second WNBA season is set to begin, and the basketball world is on edge with excitement. After shattering records and silencing critics in her rookie year, all eyes are on her. Can she maintain the momentum, or will she falter under the immense expectations? Enter Stephanie White, the Fever's mastermind coach. She's not just admiring Clark's talent, she's diving in, working closely with her to identify key areas for improvement. Together, They're tackling these challenges head-on, forming a partnership that has the entire basketball community buzzing.
Bringing in, my system and my style, and this is the way that we're going to do it, but really adapting and blending some of what we wanted to do or thought we could do with what they had already done. That's been very...
White's focus is clear. It's all about Clark's strengths. She's not trying to mold Clark into a generic player. Instead, she's honing in on what makes Clark unique and finding ways to amplify it. This strategy has basketball analysts puzzled and fans eagerly anticipating the season. Something remarkable is happening. Clark isn't just improving her jump shot or defensive skills. She's undergoing a complete transformation. Her mindset is shifting. She's no longer satisfied with simply being a great player. She's embracing a leadership role, ready to carry the team and take on the pressure.
You guys saw this workout. This workout has gotten a lot of people excited for Caitlin Clark because she is directly working on her weaknesses, which I think is a good look. Honestly, I think that's a really, really good look for her because, again, when we're seeing somebody working on their weaknesses and not the glamour.
In a recently released video, we get a glimpse of Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark training together, focusing on 3 key areas of improvement. First up, ball handling in tight spaces. While Clark is already a wizard with the rock, she led the league in turnovers last season, primarily due to defenders not anticipating her otherworldly passes. Although her turnover rate improved after the Olympic break, the pressure she faces from double and triple teams is immense. By working on her control under pressure, Clark is tackling this challenge head-on and enhancing her game even further. Next, Caitlin Clark is focusing on her mid-range game, an area where she's looking to elevate her play. While she's renowned for her deep three-pointers and ability to finish strong at the rim, shooting an impressive 62% from less than 5 feet last season, her mid-range shots have been the missing piece. Opponents often force her into taking those shots, but with a consistent floater and pull-up jumper now in her arsenal, Clark is becoming much tougher to guard. Additionally, she's focusing on finishing through contact. Clark is known for her aggressive drives, but in the WNBA, that means taking on serious physicality. By simulating in-game conditions and strengthening her body, she's preparing to handle the punishment that comes with every drive to the basket. Now, the question remains, will all this work pay off? The pressure is on, and the entire league is watching to see if Clark can raise her game even higher. Remember those 62 WNBA records Clark broke as a rookie, along with her staggering stats: 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, and 1.3 steals per game. These may just be the beginning. With White's innovative coaching and Clark's incredible talent, the Indiana Fever isn't just aiming for improvement, they're aiming for greatness.
To think outside the box, not be tunnel vision in how we do things, putting players in positions to be successful, using what we have to our advantage instead of what we don't, and really trying to reverse engineer in some ways the way that I think about the game, and the positions that we can put our teammates and our players in to be.
As the new season approaches, one thing is certain. The Clark-White duo isn't just transforming the Indiana Fever, they're rewriting WNBA expectations. Playoffs? That's old news. Stephanie White's recent statement has shifted the conversation entirely. She's not aiming for just a playoff spot. She's envisioning something far greater, and fans are buzzing.
The future is so bright, and our ultimate goal is to hang another banner in the field house. And our ultimate goal is to come back in here after we win that championship and celebrate again like...
The Indiana Fever just snapped an 8-year playoff drought, marking their first postseason since 2016. But Stephanie White isn't stopping there. In a recent interview, she set the WNBA abuzz by revealing her sky-high ambitions. Forget just winning a championship. White is dreaming even bigger, and she's ready to deliver.
Our job then as coaches to continue to put them in positions to succeed, and our job as a franchise to put the pieces around them that will fill some of the gaps and fill some of the holes, and ultimately our goal is to win championships and to hang banners.
Our goal is to win championships and hang banners, White boldly declared. Did you catch that? Championships, plural. White isn't aiming for a one-and-done season. She's laying the foundation for a dynasty in Indiana. But can a team fresh off an 8-year playoff drought truly become title contenders so quickly? White's strategy says yes. She's building around a fearsome core trio, Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. It's a lineup packed with potential, and White summed it up perfectly. The Fever are gearing up to make history.
Players got great experience in the playoffs this year. They're all hungry to grow and hungry to improve and hungry to be coached and hungry to win. And when you have 3 foundational players and your big 3 that have that mindset, have that mentality, and great things can happen.
The team is fully embracing White's vision, and you can feel the buzz in Indiana. Fans are electric, players are motivated, and the entire state seems to be holding its breath, eager to see what this young squad can achieve. But let's not get carried away. This is still a developing team that finished the season at 2020, a significant improvement, no doubt, but not dominance. The big question lingers. Can this promising roster truly compete with the WNBA's elite when the stakes are at their highest?
Foremost, it's a mindset. You've got to be committed to it. And so establishing that this is going to be a part of our DNA and a part of who we are right away and is going to be important.
This narrative isn't new in the WNBA. Teams have transformed from lottery picks to title contenders almost overnight. With Stephanie White at the helm and a talented young core, experts are beginning to believe the Fever could follow the same trajectory. White's focus goes beyond wins and losses. She's fostering leadership. She sees something extraordinary in Caitlin Clark beyond her staggering stats, envisioning her as a cornerstone leader for the team. It's all part of White's grand strategy: build a strong core, nurture leadership, and create a lasting culture of success. Could the Fever be on the brink of greatness?
The greatest lesson of all time is to let them have a voice. And I think so many coaches don't do that. And when you have players like the ones you had in Connecticut, I think, when they know. And if you don't do what they want to do, they'll also say, she's doing it wrong.
While Geno Auriemma doubted Caitlin Clark's WNBA potential, she was busy proving him wrong, shattering records, earning all WNBA first-team honors, and leading her team back to the playoffs. Clearly, Clark was made for this league. Together, Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark have become a dynamic duo, revolutionizing women's basketball. White's innovative coaching and Clark's exceptional talent form a partnership that's capturing attention and redefining the future of the WNBA.
Women's sports, it's a big opportunity to be a part of this rising tide that we're all experiencing. Everybody in this company's all in. Everybody in this city's all.
The Indiana Fever aren't just looking to improve, they're aiming for multiple championships. With Caitlin Clark leading the charge and Stephanie White at the helm, the future of women's basketball is draped in Fever red. This future promises record-breaking performances, jaw-dropping plays, and plenty of wins. Meanwhile, Geno Auriemma might want to take notes. This is how you coach a generational talent. While he doubted, White believed and built, nurturing Clark's potential and transforming her from a rookie sensation into a formidable team leader. The result? A Fever team that's not just competitive but a legitimate powerhouse. Agree? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.